Most operations folks would say that data continues to be a huge challenge for investor accounting and investor reporting teams, especially when it comes to digital transformations and automation. This is most of the time misunderstood as an IT issue, but it really isn't. Let's explore some of the data sources and their challenges. For investor accounting, there are three main sources of information. First, there's a servicing system. I think that's pretty obvious. We're also concerned with wire and electronic transfer information. And finally, the bank statement. Today, we're going to focus on the bank statement information. Bank statements are used by several departments in the servicing operation, but they are critical for investor accounting. They help us complete the custodial reconciliations. They're used for the reconciliation of clearing accounts, and they're the backup for just about everything we do. So yeah, they're pretty important. When it comes to working with bank statement information, we've seen three major trends in the industry. First, some shops still rely on PDF statements to complete their work. These statements are great for audit, but they're really limited when it comes to automation. The second trend, and the most popular one, is getting the statement information somehow in Excel. So this can happen by someone actually going into the bank portal, downloading the information and putting it in a spreadsheet, or perhaps there's a process that does this automatically. Because there's an intermediate step between the bank and the data, this sometimes creates a little bit of an issue with audit. But really, and most importantly, this data in Excel may not have all the information that's available from the bank, which really brings us to our third trend. So the third trend, and frankly, one that has me surprised is not more popular in industry, is the use of BI files. So BI files have been around since 1979. And I know it makes them sound super old and antiquated, but they are still the banking industry's preferred method for transferring bank statement information. All modern cash management systems would use them. These files come directly from the bank, so they're great for audit. Also, these files are ideal for automation. As a matter of fact, they were built exactly for that purpose. So unlike the PDF statement, these files come in daily, which means we can be a little bit more proactive with them. And unlike let's just call it the spreadsheet statement, they're a little bit more comprehensive. Now, here's what I mean. So each transaction in a BI file is given a 3-digit value, a BI code, that classifies the transaction by type. So we would be able to know the checks from the wires, from the ACHs, because they're all classified a little differently. Also, BI files contain addenda information for all of the transactions, and this can be really useful in knowing more about them. Some immediate benefits from BI files include, well, one, greater visibility. So because we're getting the bank information daily, this can help us prevent some of those end-of-month surprises. Also, with BI files, daily reconciliation can actually become a reality without adding a whole lot of effort. So BI files also help with automation, and they can make matching really easy. So this is where we would leverage that transaction code and addenda to drive the reconciliation rules for all that good magic. And lastly, the best part about BI files is that they're also somewhat extendable. So with a little bit of cooperation with your financial institutions, BI files can be enriched to capture even more useful data. I hope you find this information helpful, and please feel free to reach out with questions.